Hey, welcome to another episode of Vanished Voices. Today I'm live. Going to talk about some current missing persons cases. There's a lot of them out there. I've got three that I've got right now that I'm going to definitely talk about. Maybe more. We'll see how much time we have after we get through the three. Probably four. Probably will cover four for sure. But if you hop on, please let me know you're here. Say hi. Uh, Pretty important to get these cases out there and into the public's eye. Sorry about the quality of the camera. Hey, how are you? Sorry about the quality of the camera. I've got to get me a good webcam. Anybody got any recommendations? So as I was saying before you hopped on, I got three cases for sure that I'm going to discuss. I'm just going to do some missing persons. Hope maybe get to the fourth one, and if there's more that someone happens to comment or whatever, they can let me know, and I can definitely pull it up because now I can screen share it with you. Um, One is pretty recent. I know I usually do cold cases, but I'm kind of flipped a little bit here, and I still will continue to do some cold cases as well. But I think the most recent missing people that are still missing and currently missing are kind of a priority right now. Yeah, they are closed. I'm going to try to. They're closed. I just have a glare. I don't know. They're closed. It might be the side ones. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to find a good webcam. I had bought one at Walmart pretty cheap, and it was worse off than my laptop camera. Then I couldn't figure out why my laptop camera was black screen while there's a little switch up there that you open and close the shutter on that I had no idea until I YouTube looked it up on YouTube. Lo and behold. Um, Anyways, I was saying I want to cover I do want to continue doing cold cases. I do enjoy doing those. But when we have missing kids, missing teenagers, I think it's important to discuss those and get their faces out there. One is pretty local. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes from here. And I do, and I'm not going to say the name, but I do children's books that I sell children's books. And the my upline on that actually knows the family, and the one boy was actually years ago, of course, was the ring bearer in her wedding. So I told her I would definitely want her to cover his case for them. Uh, I'm gonna screen share here in just a minute. He's missing out of Versailles, Indiana, that general area. Um, we'll go over the details here in a minute. So there's Carson Hughes missing. Uh, they got a notification on Friday evening that he was missing. He's like a well-known wildlife photographer. I mean, he's 18 years old. He's still in high school. He's a wildlife photographer. Apparently, he's really, really good at what he does. Um, but right now, the Indiana DNR is currently searching area. But he attends Jack. Jacksondale. Jacksondale. I'm guessing that's how you're supposed to say it. High school. Being 18, I'm going to assume he's probably a senior. Uh, he, I don't know. It's just he just vanished. Like I don't know. Um, so I'm gonna kind of go and share. I do a lot of work trying to put these together so I can share the information. So if somebody can, they can always pause the video and screenshot. Uh, Indiana conservation officers and deputies with Ripley County Sheriff's Office. That's where it's at, Ripley County, Indiana. Looking for for him in Versailles State Park. They confirmed that the search is ongoing, and as of right before I went live, I checked to make sure there was no updates. There's not. They're still looking for him. So about 1:30 on Friday afternoon is when they got the report of the missing. Like I said, he's 18. He's still a senior in high school, but he's still 18 and labeled an adult. Missing around Versailles Lake. According to the DNR, Indiana DNR, his vehicle was found with the keys still inside. His kayak was located on the water nearby. This one, yeah, the next one I'm going to talk about is with the missing 411 cases. It's actually listed in those. That's where I got his information. I've got a lot. There's a lot. There's no way I can cover them all in one setting. A lot of seems like high school and college kids are going missing, especially males. They did search the water on Friday and the land. They used thermal imaging, side by side, side scan, sonar. They're asking the public to not go in the area. They said the water's up from the lake, so they don't want people in the area. They said it's a danger. Let them do their job. They stop searching usually once it gets dark, and then they resume at 7:30 the next morning. The last man that to see him said he's a talented wildlife photographer. He often works with him. Sheriff says that it's all hands on deck. And anybody with information on his whereabouts is asked to contact Ripley County Sheriff's Office or Indiana State Police. People can also contact the Indiana DNR at 812-837-9536. And I'm going to leave that up on the screen while we discuss it a little bit. So there was a lot of rumors. Of course, you have rumors and you have theories. That's with every case. It doesn't matter. There's always somebody's got some wild theory, and some misleading information is put out on public. Like somebody put on the True Crimes page that I follow that his clothes were found. I talked to my friend. That was not true. They did say his camera was still on the tripod, which is that's a little odd to me that his camera was still left like on the tripod. I've not been able to confirm exactly if it was on the tripod outside the truck, where it was at. But as of right now, there's like I said, I'm gonna put his picture back up. There's always conspiracy theories with everything, no matter what it is. There's always a theory. There's been a rumor that possibly he wanted to go on spring break and his mom and dad wouldn't let him, so he staged it to go. Well, he didn't take his keys, for one. He didn't take his camera. I mean, if he is a avid photographer, he's going to take his camera with him. Like, come on. Everybody that does photography of any sort, no matter where you're going, there's wildlife everywhere. If you're truly into photography, you're going to take your camera. I know I would. There's just so much strange things going on with these missing kids, these missing young men. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know everybody always focuses on the women, and yes, women do go missing a lot. But there's been a lot of men go missing. So please, if you can, share his poster on your Facebook, share it wherever you want to share it, but let's share his poster. Maybe somebody's seen him. Maybe somebody's talked to him. I don't know. But I know the family just wants to make sure he's okay. They really just, he's not going to be in trouble. They just want him safe. So I'm going to share the video with you guys. I'm sorry, that did not even share with you guys. I am sorry. I was sitting here. I'm sure you heard it. Was y'all able to hear the video? If not, I can share it again. I have no idea what I did. I don't know what happened there. So, just to confirm, the report said his clothes were found. Apparently, his shirt was the only thing found, and his camera and his tripod. So, let me share that again. I am sorry. Let me turn the screen off for a minute. I apologize, guys. I got all excited because I had this set up and not excited.
Now, there was a search in Ripley County at Versailles Park for an 18-year-old who hasn't been seen since Friday. WCPO9 News reporter Andrew Rowan is live at the scene right now. And Andrew, what are you seeing?
Brett, we're right here at the entrance of the park, which is essentially closed. They're not letting anyone through. But earlier today, there were 150 plus volunteers out here looking. At one point, Ripley County EMA put out a statement saying, essentially, we have enough volunteers. That's because on top of that 150 volunteers, there are more than 100 people from various law enforcement agencies, all here looking for 18-year-old Carson Hughes. He was reported missing here yesterday. Family and friends tell us he spends a lot of time here. That's because he's also a wildlife photographer. His social media account shows a lot of nature posts from this state park. At 1:30 yesterday, he was reported missing. We're not sure by who. Indiana.
So that's basically the gist of it. He was found, or his kayak was found on the water. He's 18, avid wildlife photographer. It's crazy. This young man it just doesn't make any sense. I don't see, I'm not going to 100% say, but I'm going to say the water probably was not warm enough that he would have wanted to go swimming in the water. I don't know if there's special, I'm assuming there's special cold weather water gear that you can wear. But I don't understand why his camera was left behind, because if you were going out on your kayak and you were taking pictures, you're going to want to have your camera. So that's the first case that was the first case. All right, now we got another one. Another young man missing. This one's from Texas. This is the one that was on the 411, Michael. This is a 411 case, which I'm probably going to have to cover a lot more of those because there's quite a few of those. So Caleb Harris disappeared after ordering Uber Eats. He vanished after going to pick up his Uber Eats order last week, according to his parents. Corpus Christi, this is where it's at, where he went missing from, have been searching for Harris. He's 21 years old, for a week since he was last seen outside his apartment, called the Cottages. That's a big college big college apartments used for off-campus, basically, living. The roommate got a new dog, and so he went missing just before 3 a.m. on Monday, March 4th. So he's been missing for almost 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow. Said the roommate got a new dog, so from 10 on, they were playing with the dog. They have some video of him playing with the dog. Caleb's father, Randy Harris, told Fox News Digital that he was preparing for the next afternoon. He'd ordered from a convenience store as lunch for the next day. They said that's normal. He's very much does everything like back to back. I mean, he has very habits are just normal for him. The family said they got different Snapchats from Caleb up until about 2:45 is when he went to take the new dog out for a walk around his complex. Just before 3, he put the dog back inside his apartment, went outside to wait for his Uber Eats order to arrive, but he never returned. Caleb had his phone on him at the time, but Corpus Christi police said that it was turned off and that the Uber Eats delivery was marked as complete. They said he kind of vanished. There's no evidence of wrongdoing, but there's no evidence at all. So it matters of looking every inch, everything we could possibly think of yet. It's a mystery. And I have that interview, and I'm going to remember how to share it this time. Yes, I'm smart enough to myself, but that's okay. All right.
always swap, fishing ideas and came home, roommate got a new dog. And so they, from say 10 on, they were playing with the dog. And, we've got, we do have some video of them playing with the dog because they sent us video of the dog, sent us pictures of the dog. My son was also a big fisherman, so we'd always swap, fishing ideas and different lures to use. And he was preparing the next afternoon. He had ordered from a convenience store his lunch for the next day, which is very normal. Very normal. He's a creature of habit. Very normal for him to do that. We got some different chats and Snapchats and stuff. About 2:58 is when his phone either was turned off or quit working. But he had taken the dog out for a walk and was waiting for his Uber Eats to show up at the front door and put the dog back in. And then, we just didn't see him. I mean, the biggest thing is that he was preparing for school, preparing for fishing, preparing, new lease on his apartment, all kinds of things that he's, getting ready to do, going to Alaska this summer to work. Just a lot of preparedness.
Okay, now we gotta add, of course, always gotta have commercials. So that's kind of his parents talking.
He was doing, and that kind of led up to that. It's like any other college-oriented apartment complex. It's real close to the school. It's not a school complex, but most of the residents are kids, and even within across the street and around his apartment are kids that he knows or either grew up on. He kind of vanished. There's no evidence of wrongdoing, but there's no evidence at all. And so it's a matter of looking at every inch, everything we could possibly think of that the police are thinking of. And
so there's the video for the parents. Not a whole lot of information. Here's his picture as well. If y'all could take a screenshot of that and share it, that would be amazing. We got to keep these cases out there. I switched off to doing these cases that are current because I don't want them to turn into cold cases. I don't want 6 months down the road have to cover these cases because they're cold cases and there's no answers. So that's kind of why I'm doing these cases, the current cases too. I think they're just as important. I don't want to say they're more important, but in a sense, a 3-day-old and a week-old case kind of is a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say more important. That's not. There's a better chance of them being found that short period of time as to someone that's been missing for 10 or 15 years. Do the people that have been missing 10 to 15 years deserve the same media coverage? Do we need to keep their faces out there? Absolutely. We sure do. But this young man, the one before, has only been missing since Friday. There's still hope. This young man's not even been missing 2 weeks yet. There's still hope. And I know the other cases, the family has hope. We hope that there's answers for them. But right now we need to focus on the current cases. Then the next one, do the next one, and then we can have kind of an open discussion of any cases y'all want, and I can always pull up the information and share anything. So the next young man is Sebastian Rogers, missing from Sumner County, Tennessee, autistic. The agency released information onto the disappearance. He went missing on the 26th of February. He's 15. He disappeared from his home, leading to a ground search that resulted in first responders covering about 2,000 miles. In the effort to find him, sorry, my phone keeps buzzing and I'm making sure it's nothing important. So here's his picture. 15 years old. I was not able to find any. I'm going to keep looking. As of right now, I have not been able to find any video of. Maybe let me try one more place. Let me try searching just videos. I have the YouTube. I'm not finding anything from. Yeah, I'm not finding any interview with the parents. Like I said, we all know that everybody is different. Everybody processes things differently. I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't know if they just don't want to talk. I don't know if anybody has reached out to them. I'm not quite sure. But the next thing I wanted to, what I'm really working on though, is I really want to get a special guest on here by next time I do this. I'd love to be able to get someone on here that wants to speak about any case. It's just so many. Like, of course, you all also know there's another young man missing. So I'm gonna share this video with you guys. This is from the Missing 411. Riley, hold on a minute, let me find this name. Yeah, I looked at a lot of these 411s, man. There's a lot of them out there. Riley Strain is another one. He is a University of Missouri student. I'm going to share that video with you guys in a minute. So let me get his information for you real quick. He is the young man that was seen coming out of. He went missing from Nashville. The mom and stepdad did speak on him. There's a video, and that's what I'm looking for. Is the video that they have of this young man. I mean, he was definitely not sober at all. It's very clear. He's the one that went missing from after leaving Luke Bryan's restaurant bar. So his bank card was discovered. This is 15 minutes ago. So we have some breaking news as we are live. And I missed it because it was I've been live for more than 15 minutes. So that's probably why I didn't see it. So we're going to share that. He is the young man that went missing from Nashville that was staggering down the road. And I'll try to find that video. But first, I really, really want to share this one. This is breaking news as of 15 minutes ago on Riley Strain, the missing young man.
It has to do with the disappearance of the University of Missouri student Riley Strain, who went missing after being out with friends in Nashville. Nashville police just putting this out moments ago, saying that his bank card was discovered this afternoon on the embankment between Gay Street and the Cumberland River. The search for him continues. So now, more than a week after that University of Missouri student Riley Strain disappeared while on a fraternity trip in Nashville, his bank card has been found. Police just releasing this moments ago. Obviously, anything that they can do to try to find inklings, clues as to what could have happened to Riley that night is going to help them in their search efforts. But this is the most recent bit of information here. This as loved ones and police continue to search for Riley Strain after he went on that trip to Nashville on Friday, March 8th. The Mizzou senior was asked to leave Luke's 32 Bridge, which is Luke Bryan's bar on Broadway, after only being served one alcoholic drink and 2 waters, according to TC Restaurant Group. A friend of Strain had called 911 on Saturday, March 9th, after saying that he went to the Central Police Precinct and called the sheriff's office to file a missing persons report. Strain's family, who's from Springfield, Missouri, said they drove down as soon as they got the call from his fraternity brothers last weekend about his.
Well, I'm trying to find the surveillance video. There it is. This is really what I want to share this with you guys real quick. Give me a second. Now keep in mind what they said. They said he was served one alcoholic beverage and 2 waters. You watch this surveillance video and you tell me if this looks like someone. Hold on here. Hold on. Bear with me. Caroline, can you please mute your TV, baby? Me looks like at some point it looks like he's walking just fine. The other point, he looks like he's staggering. So let's go back here. Kind of staggering around. See it right here. But then the next one, he looks like he's running. And he fell. One of 2 things happened here. One of 2 things has happened with this gentleman. One, he was served more alcohol than what they're saying, which is possible. I don't know when you're in a big bar like that in Nashville, if you're going to remember every single drink you serve somebody. Maybe they did only serve him one drink, and his buddies and stuff were giving him drinks. That's possible. So that's a second possibility. Third possibility is his drink was drugged. And that's why it looked like, excuse me for 1 minute. I'm sorry, I had to go mute Caroline's TV. She had it blaring. So that's also a strong possibility. And if he was only served one drink and something was slipped into his drink, that would absolutely explain the behavior and him staggering around like that. But you tell me, what are your thoughts? Do you think he was probably had drank more? Do you think I don't know. You tell me. I mean, we're more than happy. I'm happy to discuss theories. I'm fine with it. As long as we know that we're going on facts at hand. We see the video, surveillance video, so that's fact that he was staggering around. He did fall. He was running, but when he was running, he didn't seem intoxicated. Like, I don't know. I know everybody handles their alcohol differently, but it just didn't strike me when he was running as someone that was intoxicated at all. So, I don't know. So let me share the interview. Let me share with you guys. I believe this is with his parents. Give me a second. I think it's his dad. It may be both parents. Give me a second. Okay. There's just so much strange occurrences with some of these cases.
The search for missing Missouri student Riley Strain continues as today marks 1 week after his disappearance. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 10. I'm Kenley Hargett. The 22-year-old was visiting for a fraternity formal when he was asked to leave Luke Bryan's bar. The bar's ownership group, TC Restaurant Group, says he had a drink and 2 waters before being asked to leave. News 2's Nikki McGee has more from Riley's parents, who are still in town from Missouri searching for him. Nikki?
Well, Kenley, it's been 1 week since his parents got the call they hoped to never receive, learning that their son was missing. Ever since then, they've been here on the ground looking for him. However, they say every time they get a text or a ping or a call on their phone, they just hope that it's Riley on the other end.
It's been a week. We haven't heard his voice. We haven't gotten a text from him. We're ready, you know.
It's a point the family of Riley Strain hoped to never reach. 1 week since their soon-to-be Mizzou graduate disappeared from downtown Nashville and was reported missing. And since then, his family hasn't rested easy.
Middle of the night, you hear that ping, you're jumping up, you're like, is it Riley? Is it, somebody that knows something about Riley? So, yeah, it's time. It's time to bring him home.
Although some cameras capture the 22-year-old making his way through downtown Nashville, heading towards the Metro Courthouse, his family explains there are gaps and cameras pointed in the wrong direction to know exactly where to look. They also say Riley's Apple Watch location wasn't set up, leading to another dead end.
We're ready to get this over with. We want some answers. We're a weekend. It's not getting any easier. No. Time seems like it's really to the critical point, and we want to ask anybody if they know anything to please share it.
OEM canines, boats, and divers continued checking in and around the Cumberland Saturday, although family says they don't believe Riley is in the river. As family works to get through this grim milestone, what's keeping them going is the kindness of others, including loved ones cycling down to Tennessee to help search, along with strangers driving and offering up hours of their time.
Just can't thank them enough. I mean, it's so amazing.
It restores your faith in the American people. You know, you hear so much negativity and darkness, but I can tell you it's definitely changed how I see and how I feel just by the way people are reaching out to us. It's amazing.
Now, family's biggest hope is that they don't have to return home without Riley. They also told me that on Monday they do have an appointment with police where they hope to review more surveillance footage. Again, if you have any details in the meantime on where Riley could be, even small details, you're asked to call Metro Police right away. Reporting live in downtown Nashville, Nikki McKee.
Well, yeah, Michael, that's true. That's true. It depends on if he was an avid drinker or not. And it depends on what drink they served him, too, I guess. How strong of a beverage did they serve him? And why did they make him leave? Like, that's not been answered yet. Why did they make him leave the bar? There had to be a reason they made him leave. Sorry, let me close some of these. I just don't. I don't know. Just so many missing persons. There's probably more that we could go over. Elijah View, the young man, the little boy. Little 3-year-old boy is also still missing. Let me look as of an update right now. And we'll share his picture as well. And I've shared his before, and I want to keep sharing. Because like I said, we need to keep their pictures in. So have you heard? Have you even heard anything on this case? I just wonder how familiar you guys are with this case at all, because yeah, Michael, they're right. There should be footage from the bar that says why he was made to leave. There's bound to be something. Like I said, I mean, did you get the impression from the surveillance that at one point he looked like he was fine? Like he wasn't staggering or anything. And then he was staggering and then he fell. Like, I don't know. But, and of course, I'll hop on and do short updates if I get any on any of these cases. But I'm just wondering if y'all have read anything at all on the Elijah View case. Because this one is also another one that just baffles me. He couldn't have vanished in thin air. He's somewhere. Mom and boyfriend, of course, are currently in jail on charges of child neglect. And he's out of Two Rivers. There's mom and the boyfriend. Mom's story. Yeah. Well, this one's not really bad. I haven't seen it much on the news, Michael. I've seen it on social. Of course, or when I've started doing these, I kind of followed these cases a lot more. Mom dropped 3-year-old off at boyfriend so he could teach him to be a man. He's 3. Come on. He was made to stand in the corner for hours and hours at a time at 3 years old. Like, this just, it's just crazy to me. Like, what are you going to teach a 3-year-old? He's 3. I mean, and nobody has any clue. There's been nothing on this young man at all. Nothing. Other than what they said about the parents. He disappeared on the 20th of February. They have been searching far and wide for this young man. They claimed he was last seen at 8 a.m. by the boyfriend in Two Rivers. He was last seen wearing gray sweatpants, long sleeve, dark colored shirt, red and green dinosaur slip-on shoes. He's 3 feet tall, 45 pounds with sandy hair. Officials said he has a birthmark on his left knee. And they give phone numbers, and I'm going to share that for just a minute. So y'all get that number. So I don't have to repeat it. There's the phone numbers to contact if you know anything about this little boy. Mom, of course, she had, on March the 7th, they charged her with 2 more charges. See, it says he's been missing since February 20th. She sent him to stay with her boyfriend to teach him to become a man. That was her words, Mom's words. There was a $25,000 reward out also for him. She was charged with 1 felony count, a party to a crime of child neglect, and 2 misdemeanors of resisting or obstructing an officer. She's held on a $15,000 bond. They amended on March the 7th, I think. Yeah, March the 7th. They amended his, her felony count. And they changed it to chronic child neglect and a misdemeanor of neglecting a child. The courts basically said they got evidence that he was left unattended for at least an hour on the 16th, as her and her boyfriend traveled to other locations through Manawak County. They also said that they had evidence that she left a 6-year-old child unattended in a vehicle on Valentine's Day for about an hour in temperatures below freezing without the vehicle running. What is wrong with these people? Like, I don't understand. What is wrong with these people? That you could be so flippin' crazy that you want to hurt a child. I guess I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. Now, we'll tell you. Are y'all familiar with Audrey Cunningham case? Also out of Texas. I'm working on putting together that to do a deep dive on that case. I have a lot of information on that one. A lot of factual information. I help with the group that we try to keep out all the nonsense and keep it to the facts. I said, we're on spring break this week, so I'm going to try to get some more videos out there for you guys. The videos, I'll do cold cases. The lives will be current cases. I think that's the plan I've just came up with in my mind right now, sitting here talking to you guys, thinking that's how I want to do it. I think I want to cover cold cases in the videos, and I want to cover current cases on the lives. I'm just trying to decide which day and time works best for the lives, because through the week's really difficult because time I've worked all day, I don't want to have to come home, and I don't have time through the week to put all the information together. Saturdays and Sundays work best for me. The earlier the better in the day, but I don't want to do too early. So today I tried 3:30 to see how that works. And I don't want to do too late either, especially with March Madness starting. Might be hard to pull me away from the TV to period, but it's okay.
Mom.
Yes, baby.
I'm making something.
Well, don't get a nod of that, baby.
I won't.
Because I'm going to have to show you how to do it.
I know how. I walked here.
So, anyway, like I said, I just want to keep sharing. And guys, I appreciate all of y'all's support. I really do. Y'all don't understand. Like, I always share my Cash App. Not that I'm asking anybody for money at all. But if you want to support me and help me with my fees that I have to pay for to share my screen, that costs me every month. I want to get a new webcam, and I want a good cam. Of course, that costs money. And with the price of everything nowadays, it makes it hard. Like, you have all these things that you want to do. I did get gifted a really nice microphone. That's what I use. I'll show you. It's a pretty nice microphone. I was gifted that from a friend. I absolutely appreciate that so much. That wasn't through YouTube, obviously. I have an Amazon list created for YouTube for different things. Some stuff has Steph for Caroline on it. I share it just because, if anybody wanted to do anything out of the kindness of their heart, they are more than, we definitely appreciate it. I'm trying to get to the thing here.